Hello guys, how's it going? How y'all doing? Hope y'all are doing great. I myself am doing pretty good. So recently I got a new CPU and I updated my uh something or another in my motherboard and blah blah blah. It needed to be up to date. And ever since I've done that, my computer's been randomly crashing when I've been doing like just the most random things like pausing music, like opening a new tab or starting up a game or exiting some window, or it's just random things just cause it to just give out. It's the weirdest thing. I recorded a little bit, and this happened to me. A computer crashed again, but I guess it's a good thing it did, because while I was starting everything back up, I went ahead and checked some recording I had attempted, and my audio sounded horrible. So now I get to redo it. Luckily, it was pretty close to the beginning. Didn't record too much. But if you remember at the end of the last episode, we figured out a redstone device that could automatically start a campfire and extinguish it underneath a beehive. And we are going to be working on a uh, bee forest. Tons of custom trees and beehives on every single tree. I was gonna build it kind of over in this area, but we don't really have a whole lot of room. Since I was planning on building it out of spruce anyway, saw this area up here and was like, hey, let's build it up here. But this isn't a whole lot of room either, so we're going to be building both these cliffs up just a little bit. By a little bit, I mean quite a bit. And then we'll like bridge them together. Um, and we'll also put the forest on that side a little bit too. Now this forest needs a name. It's going to be a lot like our freaky forest over there. That was kind of supposed to be a little spooky. But this one, we need some sort of pun. And I'm going to need your guys' help coming up with something. We need a pun that includes like bees and trees. I'm sure there's something in there we could do. Like bees, wasps, hornets, honey, and then trees, logs, forest. It's just something. I don't know. I'm sure we can come up with something. I thought of one. What was it? Like bumble tree or something, but that's just a single tree. We need like a forest. So I don't think it fits too well, but maybe if we can't come up with anything. But that is your guys' job. You need to give me some bee forest puns. So drop those in the comment section below. And I'm going to get to work on making these two hillsides into some cliff faces. Alright, we're just going to start off doing this little section here. I don't want to waste all my time building this up because we're more focused on the actual forest today. But don't worry, that's not going to stay like that forever. I'll be sure and pretty that up real soon. But yes, the thing we want to get on to doing today is building a bunch of trees, adding some bees, and some redstone. So for these custom trees, I guess we kind of want to stick to the classic spruce tree a little bit. We want to make them a little bit more straight up. Something like that. Yeah, that'll work. And I don't know if these really have branches. They might just get covered in a bunch of leaves. We could probably do a little something. Let's try this out. Something like that. And then classic leaf spam. We'll start by covering all the open surfaces. Then we also kind of want to make a ring like this at different layers, maybe. Let's see if we can make this work. Oh, but we also got to remember we're going to put a beehive on this, so we might actually want all these leaves a little higher up, just for convenience. All right, let's try this again. Let's shorten that one a little. And we can add some smaller branches towards a little bit higher up. Okay, let's see how this goes. I feel like even here, the branches stick out a little too much. I want it to be a little more up and down than left to right. Want some really skinny trees. I don't know. I feel like the leaves are really scarce. I feel like it needs more leaves splashed everywhere. See if we can't do that. Make it look a little bit better. We'll see if we can make that work. And then down at the bottom here, we could have tree roots. We can also have them sticking up like that. Yeah, okay, there we go. Alright, I feel like this is going pretty well. I feel like I'm getting it down with what these should kind of look like. We just kind of place like one branch here, one branch there. This one's a little bit shorter. We'll just do those two. Then the leaves don't start till like way up here maybe. Alright, and then get out our scaffolding. Just kind of do our classic cover all the bark. We'll go back and shape it up a little bit where it's needed. We just kind of guess what it should look like. I reckon something like that. We'll get a little bit more poking out over here. I won't have it hang down that much. But we will go like that. Alright, yep. Yeah, I've noticed the leaf count is noticeably lower just because of how thin they are. You can see through them pretty easily, which I guess is fine. But there's going to be a lot of space like this, which also, yeah, I guess is fine. Not all forests are the same, you know. But yep, it's going along pretty well. I don't really know what to record because I don't want to bore you guys with anything. So right now it's kind of just watching me build, and I'm not sure how entertaining that's going to be when we're just making a bunch of custom trees over and over again. This one is a little bit short. Maybe let's branch it out that way too. Yeah, we'll call that good. Maybe I should put them a little bit closer together. I'm not sure. But I'm trying to kind of keep them in somewhat of a line. We can put the beehives kind of right here. And we'll just run along. And it should be pretty good. And we'll make these kind of in rows. Kind of like a tree farm would be. But a little bit random. You can see they're all a little off from each other. You know what? We can go ahead and do the redstone a while. Might as well. Let's see. I'm assuming it was these two that had bees in them. You two? And if we could get the other adult bee, it should be this one. There's some flowers for you guys. There should be one more in there. Oh well. We'll just spam a bunch of flowers around here. Hopefully I don't go too far. We'll try and breed them whenever we can. So we're gonna want a bunch of campfires. How do you make a campfire? Log sticks, coal. Logs. Coal. Okay, campfire, 21. That's a pretty good number. Alright, we'll take 10 of them to start with. And now I might have to rewatch my last episode because I don't remember how I wired this up. Okay, so it was super simple. We just need lever into a observer into both of our dispensers. And they both have to be dispensers. Actually, I should go craft a bunch of those before we get started. Aha! I think we can use slightly broken ones. I think we can use enchanted ones too. Let's not take the good ones. We'll just need some redstone, probably some repeaters, get those observers we had, and a lever. We'll try and just use one. Okay, we'll need a bunch of buckets and a bunch of flint and steel, but we'll worry about that in a second. Alright, it'll be as simple as this. 2 dispensers. Actually, let's go like this. 2 dispensers. We want a bucket of water on this side, flint and steel on this side. And the redstone will come along this direction so that the bucket gets powered first. Then we can just have our lever sitting anywhere. Whoops. Redstone will go along there. We'll have it going like that, just so that it goes over there. And, oh, hello. And we don't need a delay in between these, I don't think. Didn't need one before. Should be fine. I don't know if I want that there a while. They might fly into it, and I might jump in there as well. I think it's as simple as this. We just go right underneath each one of these. Oh. Okay, this one we can get away with just wiring it differently. Hopefully. Easy peasy. Alright, and we'll have an observer in between these, but we can just check, make sure it's going all the way. Yep. Very good. Alright, let's keep going. Alright, so we got all these wired up and covered up, except for this first one. Left it open so we could access it a little better. What did we say? Water bucket needs to be triggered first. So theoretically, we put that there. And put that there. And let's get our observer. We'll just wire it up like this. Won't trigger that just yet. There we go. And we want campfire. Oh, hello. Then we flip lever. Okay. Flip lever. It did not work. Okay, what, do we just need to flip these around? Water? Oh, okay. Does that not trigger first? Do we want fire trigger first? Can you trigger fire, then you trigger water? I don't know. It works though, so I guess that's good. Don't fly over here. Give me that. Put that there. Alright, put that flint and steel there. Now very quickly, let's water. No flint. Okay, we switch these around. And call it good. Yoink. I guess I've got a lot of building to do, so I should get to that. Let's do a quick time lapse. Or a montage, or a mix of the two. Here we go. And here's what we got so far. It's looking pretty good if I do say so myself. Nice to see this whole thing coming together. I'm thinking we probably only need one side of the cliff here. We might still make this into a cliff face, but or that side, we might still make it into a cliff face, but I don't think we need to extend this forest, because if we're just doing this for the beehives, I think we'll have plenty in just this small section. I think we could use a couple more over here, but we should get to decorating this place a little bit better. I went through, made sure I got all the roots for the trees together. I guess it looks all right. As for the ground, we're going to want a lot of shrubbery, I think, and maybe some path blocks and podzol. I think podzol goes really well with the spruce trees. Oh, I missed a couple leaves right there. I think podzol goes really well with spruce because that's kind of where it generates, so we should farm some of that up. I don't think I have like any. Also, I don't have a silk touch shovel. Should make one of those. Alright, we got a silk touch shovel, and we can start growing some spruce trees. We'll get that out as well. And we can get to farming some podzol. Okay, I'm sure I've tested something like this before, but I want to refresh my memory. If we do this, is it still going to spread down? And yeah, this isn't a very efficient use. Oh, yeah, it does. Oh, okay. And if there's a block covering anything, it looks like it will not turn it. Okay. It's a little unfortunate. We'll go ahead and just put that right on the ground. We should extend this out too. Alright, take two. Let's see how this one goes. There we go. Didn't even bone meal it. Oh, right, I got silk touch. That one went really lopsided towards the chest. And shulker boxes and whatnot. Alright, we're starting to get a large population of bees, which is really good. All these nests that we have set up now are currently at least occupied with one or more bees. They all are producing honey. I went ahead and used birch logs just to mark where all the other hives are gonna be placed. You can kind of see we got a row here where they're to both sides, and then we got kind of two rows of trees right next to each other. So at the next opening, you got your beehives to the left and right. It's a little tight over towards here. And once you get over here, this will be extended though. This is I think we'll kind of go up along here, so we'll have more room in this area. But we could also probably build a couple more trees, like over here. I think actually I was gonna make a bridge here, have a path through here somewhere. But there's plenty of room over here for more trees too. But this is what we'll start with. I'm sure it will be plenty. I don't think we'll end up using that much honey. So first off, there's a crap ton of redstone that needs to be done. And then I don't know if we're gonna get decorating done today. We'll see. But yeah, let's get that going. Here we go. Oh, I believe it is done. It took a lot of testing and making sure all these were set to the correct state so that they'd all be synced up with each other. A couple times the water washed away some of the redstone, fixed those up, and as far as I can tell, it is all functional. It just needs to be covered up again. And we also have a couple more beehives. Yeah, a couple more here. Those actually have bees in them. So we can set those up. Alright, that should be all the hives we have. We can breed them up some more again, as a bunch of those are empty. But a couple of those that I just placed are filled up, so I guess I should show this now. Look at that, tons of smoke just emerging from the ground. Pretty cool. Snip that, get some honey. This one too. And that's it. Alright. Then we can flip the lever again. Very, very nice. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're all hooked up properly. Haven't seen any duds. Checked through it a couple times. We also have these. There's nothing in them, but we probably won't place those. We want this to be like a only these beehives, not the bee boxes. I still never fixed that. I can do that now. Full. There we go. Alright, next episode we'll be decorating the place a little bit, get some shrubbery and pathways going through it. But that'll be it for this episode. It's taken quite a while. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully I see you in the next one. Have yourself a good rest of your day, and I will see you next time in this Let's Play. Take care. Have a good one. Peace.